Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, where we celebrate what's good in Fresno. Not just Fresno, but the whole valley, Sanger, Selma. When there's good things going on, we need to support them by showing up. Otherwise, people are going to keep doing the great things. I always say the Grizzly games, we got to get out there and support the baseball team, or we're not going to have a baseball team. Rick Helzer does jazz in Fresno. I don't want to say you're the driver, but you drive a lot of these events and things.
Well, I'm just interested in helping along. Yeah.
I want to get your background for our viewers, but first, give us some of the things coming up.
Okay, we have been doing a jazz jam session at Tap and Cellar since July of last year, over a year. Mike Savier and his crew. It's been a great experience. We do them on Sundays from 2 to 5 every the second and the fourth Sundays of every month.
So people show up to watch
and play. We have
take their instrument in and play.
Yeah, we have old guys like me that come out, our old friends, and we have a lot of the young college and high school musicians come out and play. So it's kind of like we're trying to recreate. We came up when I was coming up back in the 70s. The older musicians were our mentors. Lauren Pickford, Don Weed, George Rosso, those folks.
Were you from Fresno then?
Yes, yeah.
Now, is there one high school that you get more kids than another?
Not really, no. It's a pretty good blend.
There's some good jazz programs in the high schools.
Yeah. And good program, obviously great programs at Fresno City College and Fresno State. Paul Lucchese at City College and Richard Giddens at Fresno State.
Now, is that every Sunday?
No, just every other Sunday.
Every other Sunday.
Yeah, so this coming Sunday is going to be one of those times when we host our jam session.
2 to 5.
Yeah.
Now, about where is this Tap and Cellar?
Tap and Cellar is on Bedford. It's behind the Lowe's that's on the corner of Blackstone and Alluvial. You have to go down to Ingram, and then you come back up to Griffith. It's kind of behind Lowe's, though. Yeah.
Google Tap and Cellar. I've been there many times. I can't tell you where it is because somebody's driving me and you go.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So Tap and Cellar. Now, what else? What else is coming up?
Okay, then the next thing, chronologically speaking, that's coming up is the jazz series that is being sponsored by the Tower District
Preservation Association.
Yeah, thank you. Preservation Association. I've been in contact with Joe Catania, and they started this series actually in September. David Ouse played with his group, and then Otto Lee played last month, and then my group, Reawakening, we're going to be playing on the third Saturday, and that's what their series is.
So they bring in a different group every month?
Yes, third Saturday.
Where do they do that?
At Vibes.
Oh, at Vibes. I'll be down.
Across the street from Sequoia Brewery.
I was over there the last time, and I saw Joe Catania standing out on the patio at Vibes. I thought, they must have something going on over there. It was the jazz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 4 to 7 on Saturday, on those Saturdays, and ours is going to be. Well, I don't have the date in front of me, but I think it's the 20th. I think is the third Saturday of the month.
Good. I'll go over there.
Yeah. So I've got a trio with Gary Newmark and John Loffenberger, but this is my quartet, and we have a saxophonist. Larry Honda usually joins us, but he's a brand new grandpa, so he's been kind of tied up in that. So I have this young guy who's I've played with before, and his name is Logan Howell, great young player.
What does he play?
Tenor, soprano, and flute.
Nice.
So he's going to be subbing for Larry.
Vibes is next door to Detention Billiards, sort of across the street from Irene's on Olive there in the Tower District.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. They're really trying to do a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah. So so anyway, so they're going to have something in December. I think they're going to have Debbie Root is going to be doing something, and then in January of 2025, we're actually going to host a jam session there.
At Vibes.
Yeah. So and then then after that. No, I should say before that. I got my chronology kind of messed up. The Wednesday, I think it's the 16th. I wish I had my calendar. Anyway, it's the third Wednesday of the month. We're going to be back at Tap and Cellar just with my trio.
That'll be in January?
No. Actually, I'm sorry. This month.
This month. Okay.
This month.
And it's the third Saturday?
No, it's going to be the third. Yeah, I'm confusing you already.
Yeah.
The third Wednesday.
The third Wednesday at Tap and Cellar.
Yeah, just once a month, we have a jazz performance night
Oh,
there
nice.
with the trio. It's
That's nice.
it's nice for us because we just get to play our own stuff.
Tap and Cellar, they have beer.
And wine.
Do they have food?
Oh, they have very good food.
Very good food. Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
a good destination.
And everybody's welcome there, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no age restrictions.
Oh, that's good. Because
So-
it's a restaurant.
Yeah. So, and then on the 5th of December, Richard Giddens is going to be having his jazz festival, where he's going to be hosting a bunch of high school, college bands, and then they have an evening concert that features his band and a guest artist. I don't remember her name. She's apparently a pianist, but he gets really good guest artists.
And where and when will that be?
That'll be the 5th of December, 7:30. You can get tickets from Fresno State website, and it's in the music building in the concert hall.
Fresno State, yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be a festival from people coming from other schools and stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna be having like, I don't know if it's a competitive festival or not, but a festival where they have adjudicators that evaluate the bands throughout the day. They're gonna have 3 sessions, and in the evening they have the concert with the host band, with the
great.
Fresno State Jazz Orchestra and the guest artist.
There's been a tradition in Fresno of good jazz for years, 30,
yeah, there always
30
has
40
been.
years.
More than that,
yeah.
actually. Some really great players have come out of Fresno,
Yeah.
you know, and good educators too.
Yeah, and it's not just the jazz. Other musicians,
yeah.
we really had good musicians in Fresno. Something in the water or something.
I guess, yeah. Well, I'm thinking about like Eva Scow, for instance.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She's doing very well in L.A.
Yeah, I've been seeing her for about a year in the tower. So.
Yeah, and then, Tim Shigoyan,
Oh, yeah.
Paul's son,
Sure.
a great saxophonist. He's been doing well down in L.A. So,
Good.
you know, we're kind of, we spread out.
Yeah, plant the seed. They all come back to Fresno. You're from Fresno. You went and taught at San Diego State,
Yeah, I was there for 27 years.
27 years, and then you came back to Fresno.
Yeah, and I was back there 2 weeks ago doing a concert with the guy that I used to work with, Yeager. He has a jazz orchestra.
And what's the club? You played at a club, too.
Dizzy's.
Dizzy's, okay.
Yeah, and I did a really nice trio there with 2 old friends of mine from San Diego. So I've been having some good fun. I've been having some
That's
really good fun times playing.
But Fresno, we need to support these things, show up,
Yes.
and otherwise they can't keep doing them.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah.
Last thoughts for our viewers?
Just come out and support it. I do have a mailing list. My email address is there if you want to get added to it. It's built up now. I've probably got over 200 names. I always send that out. I have e-flyers that I send out and stuff. So yeah, I try
We
to do
covered
my
a lot
best.
of events, a lot of places, times, dates. If you didn't get them, just email Rick Helzer, R-A-Helzer @currently.com.
.com. That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate
thank
you
you,
doing
Mike. I
it. Thank
appreciate
you for doing this for our community,
Oh,
too.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Somebody has to drive the jazz. I'm glad to hear about the tower preservation one.
Yeah.
That'll be neat down there at Vibes. For our viewers, stick around. We'll be back with an author right after this.